also in the music industry, you've worked on a lot of projects. Up to this point, what is the project that you've done that you've been the most proud of?
Most proud of will probably be Reasonable Doubt. Yeah, the project, that as a project, yeah, I'm probably most proud of Reasonable Doubt.
When you look at DJ sets now, from when they first started out, 2 turntables and a microphone.
Right.
Now you see them, they have these big, huge, abstract art screens in the background where, you know, the music is synchronized with the actual music that's playing. How you feel about the evolution of the DJ show?
I think all of that stuff is probably clouding the fact that they might not have the skill level that it takes to move a crowd. All of them screens and all the craziness that's happening is probably trying to throw you off on the fact that he's probably not a good mixer, or probably not really mixing at all. You know what I mean? And 90% of those guys who do that, when you go to their show, they're actually not DJing. They have something plugged in where the whole set is playing. They're just, I mean, how many times, like, have you gone to a club and you've seen the DJ going like this? Like, my thing is, how are you playing if your hands are never touching the set? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, Smoke and Mirrors, put on 2 turntables. Even if you got your laptop hooked up to it, put on 2 turntables and move the crowd. You can't do that. I don't care what you're doing.
In the 90s, when you think about how when people used to get record deals, the lyrical content was through the stratosphere.
Right.
You couldn't get a record deal without being able to have real skills when it came to the microphone. Now, when you hear songs or you hear, you know, albums, wherever the case may be, the content or the skills are extremely low. How do you feel about the decline of the lyrical skill in hip-hop?
The only reason why you recognize that there's a decline in lyrical skill is because you recognize so many more records. Back in the days, there weren't that many records. And the reason why is because of the fact that you had to have skill, of the fact that it costs a lot to have a record, of the fact that you wanted to have something special if you were going to sign it. Now, because things are so disposable, damn near anybody can make a record. And because of that, you're going to get a bunch of bad music. The thing is, back in the days, there was a lot of bad music. You just never heard it because music wasn't disposable then. So when you got something good, you never got to hear the bad because you were so engulfed in loving the good. Now, it's just too much of everything everywhere, and the information highway is just giving you way too much information. So when you go to a blog, and that blog is giving you 20 songs a day, you best believe probably all 20 will be bad until like maybe Thursday when they give you one that's good. So by the end of the week, 95% of what you heard was shit. But it's just too much. So you're gonna hear a lot of bad. You gotta remember this. There's a reason why there's a producer. There's a reason why there's a rapper. There's a reason why there's a singer. There's a reason why there's a guy who buys it. Because some just can't do it. Right. Somebody has to be the producer because he can do it. There's somebody has to be a rapper because he can do it. The consumer has to be the guy who's buying whatever he's buying because he can't do the rap, can't produce, can't sing. But what he can do is tell you what he likes. So if you're making garbage and it doesn't sell, understand. The consumer's telling you why. That's why your shit's not selling. That's why you're not making no goddamn money.
You do a webisode, Quickstrike, web series called Quickstrike. How did that come about?
I'm pretty cool with a lot of the people at Complex and sitting around and just talking about the ideas that they were coming up with for Complex TV, and we just talked about it. And then it was just like, come on, let's do it. And when we were talking, like all of the parts that you see were all of the factors that made it important to do. Like if I'm standing in front of a camera and I'm the only one talking about shoes, then it's only coming from my lens, and my lens is a very, very
objective.
Yeah, because it's my lens, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do the sneaker thing the way everybody else does. I do it because I just want to be fresh. I really don't care how rare a sneaker is, or how many people have it, or how many people won't have it, or how much it costs, or what it's reselling for. I don't care. If I like it, I want it. That's it. So when I talk about sneakers, I speak from that lens. And you got somebody like Russ who speaks from a historical lens. With him, it's technical, function, whether it looks right, whether it plays right. All of those things are at the forefront of it for us. So he's looking at it one way, I'm looking at it another way. If it was only my lens, the show wouldn't be compelling to watch. It wouldn't be funny. It wouldn't be entertaining. You wouldn't hear him and I arguing about Air Force Ones being discontinued for a year. Like, he thinks it's a good idea. I think it's blasphemy. You know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't know if I'm the only one speaking from that lens, because I'd be like, never ever discontinue Air Force Ones, and that's that. When someone can argue a point to say, well, yes, it should.
Do you feel that the webisodes or Wear series will start to make the sneaker blog obsolete?
No, and the reason why I say that is because I'm not going to do a web series. I'm not going to do a web episode every day. And there's always some kind of information coming out every day. Whether it's good information or bad information, there's still some kind of information. What I think is bad is that a blog will show some information on Monday, and then Tuesday they'll have better pictures, and then Wednesday they'll have some rapper who has them on their Instagram, and then Thursday, oh my God, there's a release date. It's all talking about the same shoe. How about forget that? Get the right information, post it, and keep it moving.
Which makes a lot more sense than to keep on trying to make your people keep on looking at your blog because you keep on posting the same picture. Right. Here's the first look, here's the second look, here's the third look.
Right, and all that does is teach kids, make sure you're in the hype.
When you look at your Instagram page, you see Nike, you see New Balance, you see pretty much wherever it is you want to wear. Right. What has made you decide up to this point not to tie yourself in with one particular shoe brand?
I like sneakers. Okay. I mean, it's not that confusing. Like, if I like New Balance, I'm gonna wear New Balance. If I like Nike, everybody has a favorite. My favorite brand for sneakers is definitely Nike. It's not, and when I say definitely, I mean it's because if you see me, I wear a lot of Nike. Right behind that, New Balance. Right behind that, Converse, Adidas. I wear sneakers. No one brand can make me not wear any other brand. You know what I'm saying? I might be way more loyal to another brand because of way more styles, way more colorways, way more, gravitational pull. If Air Force Ones weren't with Nike, I probably wouldn't have that genuine automatic, I'm gonna go look there first. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my favorite shoe. If that shoe happened with another brand, just imagine how popular the other brand would be. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the shoe. Imagine if Jordan was with Adidas. Do you think what happened with Jordan, his shoes would be that crazy right now?
Jordan actually threatened to go to Adidas at one time in his career.
But do you think it would have happened? What happened with him with Jordan, with Nike? Do you think that would have happened with Adidas?
No.
I don't think it would.
From a style aspect, not even close.
I'm not even thinking style. I'm thinking make a shoe for him every year. Do innovation, brand new every year. Create something that's gonna move that shoe forward every year. I don't think the creatively go forward every day, the technological standpoints that they were putting behind making that work for him. I don't think another brand would have done that. Otherwise, by now, somebody would have.
At one time, you was going to do DJClarkKent.com.
Yeah.
Have you decided to continue to move forward with that, or have?
It's DJClarkKent.net, and it probably should go up like the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday. It should go up, but I think I'm gonna push it back because Black Friday is gonna be so clogged up. But probably like first week of December. I never really was super pressed to do it because extremely time consuming, so it's like I gotta get a staff for it. So I had to build in a staff, get it built properly, and I'm not gonna be a sneaker blog. I'm gonna be a all things fresh blog, I guess, you know. But it's really gonna be the place where you can go, that's where he's DJing. Oh, that's where he's got coming. Oh, this is what he likes. Oh, this is what he thinks is fresh. All our Quickstrike episodes are in one place. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he did this interview over here. Oh, he put it right there. Everything. You know what I'm saying? This basically, it's hard for me to talk like this, but it's basically everything DJ Clark can. You know,
the embodiment of DJ Clark.
Yeah, like if I go to Paris and I'm taking pictures, like you'll see pictures of Paris. You won't see me in Paris like taking pictures. You'll see me. The fact that I like to take pictures will be, you know, revealed on site.
How do you feel about Twitter RSVP and what it's done to sneaker enthusiasts?
Twitter RSVP is the fault of the consumer. It's because they can't get on the line and be respectful of the next person online. Somebody has to get beat up for their spot. Somebody has to have 10 people on the line to buy a bunch of shoes for reselling. It's all of that is what happened because of the hype. The hype is the reason why you have to do Twitter RSVPs. The company doesn't want a lawsuit. The company's like, look, you guys are gonna kill each other online for this pair of Jordans. No way. RSVP for those dorm backers. You know what I'm saying? They have to at some point start protecting themselves, because if a mother sends their kid because their kid wants a pair of whatever, a pair of new LeBrons that are only going to be 500 pair and they're going to be 100 pair at 21 Mercer, and there's 1,000 kids online, somebody's going to get beat up, somebody's going to get into a fight, somebody's going to get robbed, and they're sleeping overnight. The block itself that 21 Mercer is on, like the people who live on the block are like, we're sick of this, yo. Forget them. Forget the fact that the people who live on the block are going, dog, y'all are camped out in front of my house. Now, just forget that part. Let's look at the fact that somebody's going to get hurt. Nike's like, why do we want to have somebody get hurt? Or any other brand, why do we want to have somebody get hurt? A store is like, why do I want somebody to get hurt? You know what I'm saying? It's horrible. The hype created Twitter RSVP.